Hello and welcome to 18 WJTS in.form. We're joined in the studio by the Executive Director of Jasper Arts. That is Kyle Rupert. And Kyle, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, Bill.
We are going to do a little call out for volunteers. Not that you need volunteers, but you need volunteers, if that makes sense, right?
Right, yeah. Well, we're always looking for individuals who are interested in volunteering at the Arts Center for any of our shows, any of our special events that we do. You don't have to have theater experience. It's certainly a plus, but we try to find those areas where someone who's willing to help can succeed and have a real impact on the shows and events that we bring to the community.
So you're not looking necessarily for people with certain requirements, so they don't have to worry about filling out some certain requirement sort of thing. But if you do have a talent in some way, that
Right.
may help in a certain way.
Right.
You're basically just kind of seeing who's out there, making it, I guess in a way, making it available to people.
Right, yeah. And it's something, I mean, we have a really strong group of volunteers now, and we're very fortunate for them. But it's something we feel like every so often we like to just remind people that we do use a lot of volunteers for our shows and our special events. And you mentioned there's no specific requirement form you have to fill out. Basically, we ask if you're available. That's obviously a necessary part of it. But then, there are some components that might require having to lift some items. I feel like the "can you lift 50 pounds" question is more of a catch-all for anything these days. But some shows, it's just moving. We just need a bunch of people to help move stuff in and move stuff out at the end of the show. So it's not necessarily you have to be a strong man being able to lift 100 pounds or something. It's just bodies to help move stuff in and out to make it go faster.
In my mind, when you say volunteers, I'm thinking of ushers. But that's not it then. Apparently,
not-
you
yeah.
need them in a lot of different areas.
So ushers, ticket takers, we're looking for people who are interested in helping out with hospitality. And what do I mean by hospitality? That would be individuals who would be interested in helping when we need to provide meals and things for the artists. We're looking for individuals to help with that. We're looking for backstage crew. What does backstage crew mean? That could be helping move equipment and boxes in and out when the artist shows up and then when they leave for the night, all the way up to including people to run a follow spot. The follow spot is like a big flashlight. It's a giant flashlight that you shine on the stage. For anyone who doesn't know what a follow spot is, it's just a big flashlight.
Okay.
So we have people to help run that stuff. And if you've never had any training before, but you're quick to learn, we're happy to help people get up to speed on those kinds of things. But there's so many things that we look for that just because you're not, I'm not really into backstage stuff, or I don't really want to be an usher, it's fine. We also have people for our special events like Chalk Walk that we need help with. We have art classes that we look for volunteers to help with. And we also look for volunteers for any event that we have that comes up throughout the year that's not necessarily an annual event. We're always looking for people to assist. Wardrobe is another one. If you're a seamstress or you've sewn clothes before, we're looking for help with that. And all the way down to a page turner, someone to turn a page for a pianist. If you've played piano in the past and you've had to do that yourself, you know that it's always helpful to have that person. Sometimes they ask for that.
In a way, what a great opportunity for a volunteer to be able to do some of that work and work closely with an artist or be right there helping them.
Yeah.
And in the old, what's in it for me, if someone volunteers, obviously they volunteer because they want to help out. That's really why people volunteer. But they also get to see some shows.
Yeah, so if anybody who's gone to see a live performance may at some point have wondered, wow, how does this all come together? I can't even imagine what it took to do that. Well, when you volunteer for the show, you get to see a lot of that. You get to see a lot of how the shows come together. Especially if you help with our load in or our load out, you get to see all the behind the scenes stuff, the equipment that's being used, how it gets put together, how everything gets set up to put on that final product. And it's really amazing when you see these shows that come in just for the one night. They unpack everything, set it up, perform, and then they pack it back up at the end of the night and leave. It's incredible to see that. So that's, if you have a curious mind, that's a perk in and of itself. But on top of that, to thank the volunteers who do come out, we do invite them. They are welcome to see the show. So if you help load in the show, or if you're going to help load out, you're welcome to come and see the show. volunteers that are ushers and our ticket takers, obviously they remain. You don't force anybody to stay. If you have to go, you have to go. But it's an added perk of being able to volunteer is to be able to then see the final product of that.
Sounds to me like there are some people who don't like to be in public, who don't necessarily like to meet and greet people. Working as a stagehand, so to speak, could work for them. Yeah. Then there are other people who really don't want to do any hard work, but they just love talking to people.
Yeah.
An usher may be the right sort of thing for them.
Absolutely.
So if somebody would like to volunteer, what's the next step? They need to contact you.
Yeah, so we have a volunteer form on our website, jasperarts.org. They can fill that out and they can mail it in, or they can drop it off at the Arts Center. We're open Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 5. They can also call us. The number is 812-482-3070. They can ask for Liz. Liz will take their information, what they're interested in, and you can sign up for all 12 shows or all the events, or hey, this one date I'm available, I can help. What do you need? And so we'll take them for as many or as few as possible. But yeah, on our website there's a form, or calling us.
And then obviously you just kind of say which ones you want to help with, and you may or may not be needed.
Yeah.
But that sounds like a great opportunity for somebody that would like to be part of Jasper Arts.
Yeah.
Because you have such a great program in Jasper and all of Du Bois County.
Yeah, and it's only going to grow as the cultural center it gets finished and then opens up. We're only going to need more volunteers at that point. So it's good to get in now, because once we have that list, we contact those people every year. They're our crew, they're our group that we look to assist, and we always get such great feedback and a great return on that. So if anyone has availability, they've newfound availability, or it's something they're looking to get involved in the community, and there are a lot of great ways to get involved. This is just another one that they can look to as a potential opportunity and try it out for one show. And
they contact you at the Liz at the Jasper Arts.
Contact the Arts Center, myself, Liz, any of our staff will be happy to take that information, absolutely.
Let's talk about the Performer Series. I know that the time has kind of ended to where you're pushing for the season ticket sales, although you can still maybe get some of the season tickets. But how are ticket sales? Because now we're down to individual sales.
Yeah,
right?
So individual tickets went on sale August 1st. Okay. Ticket sales are going just as strong as they did last year. What does that mean? That means that one of our backstage shows, Winston Churchill, is already sold out. It sold out several days ago. And then Lori Morgan, there's maybe 20 tickets left as of this recording. So
they need to act.
With the season tickets, we're still taking those orders. Unfortunately, we can't fill backstage season ticket orders because one of the shows is sold out, so there aren't any tickets available, and then we can't fulfill grand packages because of that as well, because one of the shows is sold out. Once Lori Morgan sells out, we won't be able to fulfill main stage series tickets. So now is really the best time to get the best price for tickets to multiple shows, because once Lori sells out, the only package available then will be the Astra package. We still have some of those available too.
And it's great that you're selling shows out, but that shouldn't discourage people, because they still should get their name on a list, because there are things that happen with people who have bought tickets.
Absolutely. So life happens. Things come up, people can't make a show, or because it's a better value, they buy a whole series knowing that, hey, that one show I'm probably not going to be able to make it to. Sometimes they give those tickets away to people. Sometimes they call us and they turn those tickets back in. So we always encourage people, if there's a show you're interested in, there's two ways to try to get tickets. One is to call us. We'll put you on a waiting list. If something happens, we'll give you a call. The other is to show up at the event on that day. We have about an 80% attendance rate. So 20% of the tickets that are purchased go unused. And that's an average across the season. Some shows attendance is better than others. So there's a chance that there's going to be a ticket available. So always encourage people, if you can, to come out. The box office will open at 6:30 and check out if there's tickets available. And if there are, we might be able to sell you a ticket. You might be able to get in. We usually wait until closer to the show time to do that, because people sometimes show up late. But there's always a chance.
And it's worth a chance.
Absolutely.
But the best thing to do is just to buy the tickets early.
The sooner the better, so you have the ticket, you've got it, you don't have to worry about that. The packages are the best way to go about it, because you're going to get the best price. As soon as those packages are gone, it's just individual tickets, and then you're paying full price for them.
All right. Well, Kyle, thank you for coming in. Is there anything else that you'd like to add?
We just really appreciate all the volunteer support we get. We appreciate all the patrons that do buy tickets, and we encourage everyone who's interested, even just trying it once. You can pick one show or one event, or just call us and say, look, I want to help. I don't know what all this means. And we'll be happy to find a way to use your skills.
You find a place for them.
Yep.
All right, Kyle, thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching 18 WJTS. Jasper Arts is off and running with the season. The first show is coming up September 28th.
Yep.
Lori Morgan. Make sure you check out tickets, but if you'd like to volunteer, contact them. Thank you for watching WJTS. We're local people watching local people.